Hey everyone, it's Melissa. It's Sunday afternoon in Tennessee, so pretty. If any of y'all ever get a chance to visit East Tennessee in the fall, go do it. Up around Gatlinburg, Cades Cove, that area, it's just so pretty with the leaves in the Smoky Mountains, which isn't too far from where I live. Try to do it. There was one thing before I get started my video today that I wanted to mention. You know, a few weeks ago I did a thing of 25 things about me that were semi-interesting. There was one that I forgot to mention, and it's not very interesting. It's kind of stupid, but anyway, I'm going to tell you anyway. I tried out for the TV show Survivor. I made a video and sent it in. My sister-in-law helped me. What we did was, we're only supposed to bring one item to this island and stuff like that. So my one item was, we packed up, you know, I have all this makeup. We packed up a suitcase this big of makeup. And so I presented it as my one item would be the thing full of makeup, because that's one thing I couldn't live without. And then it was kind of funny because in the middle of it, the suitcase popped open and all the makeup fell out. So needless to say, they didn't pick me. So I don't know why I thought I could get on Survivor and just eat rice and, you know, live like that, but I thought at one time I could. So I'm excited about today's video. I had another one planned, but this one's preempting it. The other one wasn't that good anyway. I got tagged, and this is my first time to ever get tagged. I'm so excited. I was so excited that when my husband, he was out when I found out, and when he came home, I ran to the door and ran outside, and I said, I got tagged, I got tagged. Well, he thought somebody had hit the car. So he was, you know, looking at the car, or else somebody had touched me at the grocery store or something, but he was more worried about the car. But so I had to explain what it was, and so that was pretty exciting. So anyway, the tag, I was tagged by Tammy, Uppy's Beads, 59 I believe. Anybody that's a subscriber of mine is also a subscriber of Tammy's. I think she's got 50 million subscribers, but you know, I put her channel down below just in case there's one person that doesn't know who she is. She's just so knowledgeable and so beautiful, and I'm really glad that she's my friend. But this tag is called Seeing Double. And so the premise behind it is, these are products that you have to have two of. I guess because you're afraid you're going to run out, so you always have to make sure you have two of them. And it was a surprising tag for me. I really learned a lot about myself. I never considered myself a hoarder, but I am with makeup and skincare and maybe certain hair things. I do tend to hoard them. And another thing that I realized, I associate certain products with certain times in my life. Times when I was happy, times when I thought I was going through a phase where you think you look halfway decent. So that was interesting to me too. So some of the products I have to have. I have to have these products in my life, and I have to have two of them. Even if I'm currently not using them or whatever, I have to have them in my life. And I've got a chair over here, and I've got a chair over here, loaded with doubles of things. I'll try not to make it too long. If it starts being, well, yeah, I forgot to start my timer. If it starts being too long, then I'll make it into two videos. But over here is skin and hair and that type of product. So I'll start over here first. The first thing that I have to have doubles of is Theraderm Cleansing Wash. Excuse me. Theraderm is a skincare system. They sell it to where I get my hair done. I love this cleanser. It foams really well, but doesn't foam. I mean, it doesn't strip your skin or anything like that. I put it on, suds up my face, and then I use one of the washcloths that I make to wipe it off, and that gives me some good exfoliation. But I have to have those in my life. If I get I've got my Starbucks coffee and my water. If it gets too long, I may have to have a drink. And my Starbucks, I go there so much that they named a drink after me. So this is the Melissa. Yeah, like I'm something or something. Okay, the second thing that I have to have in my life is another cleanser. It's the Shiseido. I have a little small thing of it right here too. The Shiseido White Lucent. When I use my Lancome, I usually use two systems. The Obagi mixed in with the SkinCeuticals and the Lancome. And you know I've been off the Lancome because they discontinued one of the products. But when I use the Lancome, I don't use the Derm cleanser. I use the Shiseido White Lucent with a complexion brush that Shiseido sells. I just love it. It works real well with the complexion brush, and for some reason I like to use when I'm using that system, I like to use this with the brush instead of my washcloth. So I'm just going to kind of drop these right here. The next thing that I have to have doubles of are two Obagi products. One of them is I have to have doubles of the blender. Got a new one ready to open. I use this at night mixed in with retinol, retinoid, whatever. But I have to have that. And I have to have, during the daytime, I have to have the Expoderm. So I always keep a backup of that. Okay, feet. I've only brought one of them down. I have at least 3 of these, if not more. And you know, I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. And I looked online and listened to a pronunciation guide, Diamond Cell. D-I-A-M-A-N-C-E-L. It's a foot file, and it's made from diamonds. I have had these. The last one I got was about 10 or 12 years ago. I've had them about 25 years. You just clean them off and they last forever. I use it every night just to keep my heels and my toes refreshed. It takes me about 3 minutes, and then I rinse it off, let it dry, and it's ready for the next night. I keep one at work, I keep one at the house, upstairs, and I keep one downstairs. So I have 3. But got to have several backups of those. And then to go with that, I have to have my O'Keeffe's Healthy Feet. You get it at Lowe's. They have the healthy hands and the healthy feet, and it's the same ingredients. So it was made originally for people, for workmen that worked out in the cold, that got their hands chapped, and so they made one for feet too. So gotta have that. Okay, more skincare. I have this is kind of weird. You know, I told you that, well, the product that they discontinued, the Lancome discontinued, that I loved the whole Absolute BX, Ultimate BX system. And they kept everything except for this one serum. And it's the, let's see, the restructuring and retexturizing serum. They discontinued that, so that's when I got mad at Lancome and went off. But I've started hoarding them. I sent my husband, he had to, in one of the cities, he had to be over there, and I had him go to the little Dillard's and see if they had one. They did. So I had him buy it. I've looked on Macy's, and I've even considered ordering like 10 of them, but it would be like just way too much money, more than I can afford. But I know that there's going to come a time when I want to go back to my Lancome system, and I want to have this. And as long as it isn't open, I feel like it'll be good, because it's in a sealed pump anyway. So I have to have this in my life. I just do. Okay, and I have to have the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. I don't like anything greasy on my arms, so I really like this. Okay, let's go to hair. I have to have in my life the Keratin Complex Therapy System. I have one upstairs and I have one downstairs if I just stick my head under the sink and wash it. I will go to other shampoos and try other shampoos, but I always go back to this at some point and use it. I started using this system one time when I got the keratin treatment. This was the shampoo that came with it. So I've continued to buy it. I really, really like it. It makes my hair very strong and keeps it from, just dumping it over there. It keeps it from breaking as much and from shedding too much. So many shampoos make my hair shed. This is a fairly new one, but gotta have doubles of it. The Kenra hairspray. the Super Hold Hairspray 25. Gotta have doubles of it. Really like it. Okay. More hair stuff. Sorry, and then I'll be ready to go on to the next one. I'm at 6 minutes plus. I started about 2 minutes later, so about 8 minutes. I've got to have hair picks. And the bad thing about it is I keep looking for the ultimate hair pick. I don't know if people are like that or not, but I always think if there is something out there that I like, there's going to be the ultimate of that something that I like. So I buy the little plastic picks, but I know somewhere there is the ultimate pick that is going to be just right for my hair. And I don't know if it's going to be a wooden pick or whatever. I keep looking on the internet. I haven't found the ultimate pick yet. They all have a comb attached. I don't want a comb. I want a pick. Okay. The last thing in my hair thing is I have to have 2 of these little, they're like bun holders. Bun holders, and I've got one in brown and I've got one in black. A lot of times I will twist my hair up on top of my head and then twist the twist into a bun, and then I hold it, you know, with that. And or I'll use the, if my grandkids are spending the night, I'll use the brown one. See, I'll use the brown one because they think it looks like a crown. They call me Missy. They don't call me grandmother or anything like that. They call me Missy, and so they think Missy has a crown on. So I like that. Okay, let's go into makeup now. I just brought one of them down. I have to have the Luxiva Smart Finish. It's supposedly been discontinued. I've bought several of them, so I'll keep its backup. Okay, another makeup. I have to have the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse, several of them. Even though I don't use them that often, I have to have it. Let's go to concealers. I used to use this CoverGirl Invisible. It's one of those that I don't particularly use anymore, but I used it at a time in my life when I really liked the way I looked. So I have 3 of them. It's the CoverGirl Invisible Concealer, and I think I use the color medium. But there was something about this concealer, and it was a makeup look that I really, really liked. And there were a couple of other things that I hold on to that I used in that makeup look, and it reminds me of a time in my life. It was a hard time in my life. It was when my mother was dying, and I was her caregiver. And, you know, I was with her when she died, and so it was a time when I liked the way I looked, but it sort of didn't matter, and these were the products I used. And for some reason, maybe it's because I wore it when she died, I have to keep those products that I used the last time she saw me, because she was never one with compliments at all. And so she was kind of a critical, I don't mean to get off on this, but anyway, real quick story. She was kind of critical, and she would say, you know, why are you wearing your hair that way, or something like that. And so the last time that she could talk to me, she didn't really realize who I was. She'd kind of go back in the past, and she looked at me and she went, "You're so pretty. I love your hair." And it was something that I wish she had always said to me, and it was in her unguarded moment she said to me. So those things I tend to hold on to. So sorry to get up on that sappy thing. Okay. I love these 2 colors of it's another look that I liked. It's Luxiva Lasting Lid Color, Eye Color. The Tea Rose, I have several of them. It's just a nice pink. And I have 3 of these, the Bark. It's a wonderful brown. So that was Luxiva Merle Norman Luxiva. Got 3 of those. Let's see. Okay, Mary Kay eyeshadows. I have to have the Moonstone. I use it every day. Let me show you what it looks like. In fact, I've got 2 of them in there. Okay, there's one that I've been using. Here's my backup down here. And I like to have backups of the brown too. I think it's espresso, I'm not sure. But I've got to have that Moonstone color because it is the best all over eyeshadow, bar none, that I've ever found. And so I have to have several of them. I ordered them off Amazon. I've got the Mary Kay lady that I contact on Amazon, and she sends them to me. Okay. I've got to have the doubles of the Estee Lauder. It's the pencil that comes out, and a refill of the color Charcoal. It is a wonderful color. It doesn't last quite as well as like NARS or Urban Decay, but I've used it a long time, and it's just my go-to when I can't think of what I need to use for on my eyeliner or anything. I go to this, and I always keep a backup of it. Okay, I always have to keep a backup of 2 double-ended brushes, a dome brush, and a blending brush, and I use them for different things. So I keep a rubber band on the one that I use for certain things, and then the other one's plain for certain things. But I have to keep 2 of those because I use them all the time. I have to keep 2 things of the Laura Mercier Cake Eyeliner with 2 push pencils. One of them, I have actually a Laura Mercier and a MAC to do my tight lining with. It's the cake, you mix it with water and then you push it up into your lid there, the rim, the tight line. I have to have the Brune, B-R-U-N, I guess that's how it's pronounced, MAC Brune. It's the beautiful dark brown. This is another one of those that I wore, well, I was wearing at the time when my mother was passing away, and that one and the Girly. So I have to have both of those. It just reminds me of that time. Like I said, it was a hard time, but it was a time that was so, oh gosh, I learned so much about myself. Anywho, I have to have, and I've got 4 of these. Okay, I have to have, this is why I talk about 3 custom colors so much. I want them to stay in business. They do replicas when they discontinue a lipstick or an eyeshadow, especially a lipstick and an eyeshadow. They will recreate it. If you send them a sample of it, they will recreate it and send it on file. So, or you can also look and see if they already have it on file. So I have to have the replica of, I think it's Bare Essentials Pecan. They discontinued it a long, long time ago, and it was one that I wore during that time. That was, during that time of my life. And now I have to have replicas of the replica of the Rose Amethyst. So, because that's my new favorite now too. So I have to have those. I have to have, oh my gosh, I'm really kind of embarrassed about these. The Maybelline 14-hour lipstick in Pout on Pink, and then I don't know the name of it. They're nude. It's really pretty, but I have to keep backups of those. Please don't judge me. Please don't. I told you I hoard. I'm trying to get it under control. Okay. And let's see. I found out, I used to use these a long time ago, and recently we had a big discussion on Natalie's channel about the Maybelline eyelashes, so now I'm keeping stock of them in, and they are going to be hard to find. I'm afraid they're going to discontinue, so I did, get some backups of those. You can get them at Walmart here. Okay, these are two eyeshadows that I found on eBay. They do not make them anymore, but I am holding on to them because I want to send them to 3 custom. The first one is called, they're Merle Norman, and they're from their old line a long, long time ago. One of them is Rosewood, which I would use all over and then kind of, make sure I blended it well on my brow bone. And this other one is the most beautiful color, so I want to have it replicated someday. I think this is the last one of it in existence. It's called Rosy Brown, and it is the most beautiful brown, warm brown that looks fantastic on green eyes. When you wear this color, your eyes just pop. I think blue eyes, probably any color eyes. It's one of the most beautiful colors. It's a rosy brown color. So I want to I'm holding on to that to send that to 3 custom so they can replicate it. I've got to have the Spice lip liner by MAC, and this is, all beaten up. I don't know if I've chewed on it or what, but I've got one at work, you know, several different places. I just brought one day of just, you know, just that spice. It's so pretty. And then the last one is, and I've only got one left. A long time ago, there was a brush that I found, and it was in a brush kit that Lancome had. And I can't find it anymore. I've done brushes from Lancome. I found 2. The other one is lost, but I still have this one. It was a long brush. It has broken. It's getting loose at the top, but I will tape it, do whatever I have to do. The reason I love it so much, it works great with my MAC eyeshadows. It works great blending up here, and it works great if you wet it and then just, is it stipple? Stipple? I think it's stipple up there, and it makes the best smudged smoky eye that you have ever seen. When I die, my wishes are going to be that I want to be buried with this brush because I love it that much. So those are, see, I've gone 17, I've gone about 20 minutes, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. Those are the things that I have to have doubles on. I may be crazy. I definitely hoard things, but you know, I've really sat down this summer and thought about my buying of the things that I shouldn't buy, and so with Christmas coming up, you know, in fact, I probably will do a whole video on that. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Oh, before I go, I want to tag some people too. I was going to have to come back on, and then I'd have to edit. I want to tag Peggy at 83 PAVS. Now, she's in the process of moving, so it may take her a little while before she can get back online again. I want to tag Miss Kristen 321. I want to tag Joy Smith, and that's her name, Joy Smith. I want to tag Jerry with My Life Inspired By. And Natalie's already been tagged by Tammy, so she's good to go. And Jerry Alexandrian, Alexandrian. So those are the people, and I'll put their channels down below too, so you can go visit them. And so I want to tag you people. And thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a wonderful Sunday and a good week. Bye-bye.